Hello and welcome back to J.P.'s World of Wrestling. I am your man, J.P. Today is a very special day because as the recording of this video, it is September the 7th, 2023, and today happens to be my birthday. Yes, your man, J.P. is another year older today, and I just wanted to come on here and talk about some of my birthday memories of when I was a kid, and a lot of it did involve wrestling. And, back when I was a kid, when I was younger, kids used to have these epic birthday parties. When I was little, Chuck E. Cheese was a popular place to have birthday parties. I never had mine there, but it was a popular place to have birthday parties. And Chuck E. Cheese, in my opinion, used to be a lot better. They actually used to have actual video games, but now they don't. You go in and they don't really have video games per se. They have a lot of like, I don't know, win tickets machines, you know, base virtuals, or not virtuals, but various grabber machines and different types of point earning machines where you win tickets to buy things with the tickets. Anyway, but yeah, Chuck E. Cheese was the popular thing. Personally, I never had, like I said, I never had my birthday party there. The closest thing I did, one year I had my birthday party at a place called the Oregon Grinder. That was in Portland, Oregon. And it was similar to Chuck E. Cheese, except you go in and the whole place was like this big, huge pipe organ that they would play. But they also had a big arcade, and it was a fun place. And I used to have or there was one year when I had my birthday party there. But most of the time I had my birthday parties just at home. And I knew a kid that had his birthday party at McDonald's one year. But anyway, yeah, I remember I've talked about this on this channel before, but one year for my birthday I got WrestleMania, the Nintendo game, which was a big epic deal for me because for the longest time I only had Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt for my Nintendo, and that's because that's the game that it came with. And for whatever reason, instead of asking for another Nintendo game for my birthday, I would ask for other stuff. So it wasn't until like 2 or 3 years after that when I actually got another game, which was WrestleMania. So that was an epic birthday present because I remember specifically because it was laying in this package. This package had clothes in it. I knew that it had clothes in it, but laying on top was WrestleMania, the Nintendo game. And so when I opened that package, I didn't care anything about the clothes, but the game was sitting right on top. I picked it up, I held it up in the air like, yes, finally, another Nintendo game. And it was WrestleMania. It had Hulk Hogan on the cover, and it wasn't a very good game, but it was Nintendo and had Hulk Hogan on the cover, so therefore I was happy. But there was another year when I got one of these for my birthday. Now, it wasn't actually on my birthday, but it was supposed to be on my birthday. But I was playing wrestlers in my room one day, and my mom comes in with one of these Arn Anderson figures, still in the package, on the card, and said, "Here, I was supposed to give this on your birthday, but I forgot." So I said, "Thanks." And that was epic too, because I had really been wanting Arn Anderson. My mom came in, man, bringing the goods. My mom did, so W. This isn't the same one that I had when I was a kid, because as you can see, his back is still perfectly intact. Because at one point, my sister had come in and asked if she could borrow my Arn Anderson figure. And I asked, for what? She's like, well, we need it for third base because we're going to play kickball out in the street. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. It's hard vinyl rubber. There's no way you could really break it. So, but yeah, I let her have it, and it was third base, but whenever they would put their foot on it, it would skid along the ground and the back kind of got scuffed up. But whatever, I still played with it. But yeah, this was another birthday present. And I remember specifically another time when I got another Hasbro figure for not my birthday, but it was actually for Joe's birthday. I went to his house for a surprise birthday party for him, and I bought him a Dusty Rhodes Hasbro figure. And I think for a lot of you that remember the Dusty Rhodes, it had like the polka dot shirt on, and it was one of his hands looked like this, the other one was kind of like this, and his action movie, you kind of pulled back on him and he lunged forward, and his legs were kind of apart with the kind of the cowboy boot looking boots. Anyway, but I had bought him Dusty Rhodes, but someone else had also bought him Dusty Rhodes. So basically, I got to keep the one that I bought for him because he didn't need two Dusty Rhodes figures. So he just said, "Hey, you just keep the one that you bought for me." So we both ended up with Dusty Rhodes figures that day. Pretty fun. But yeah, I've had some pretty epic birthdays in my time. Some of them were not so good. I never really had a surprise party, and not until I got older. Like when I was a teenager, one time my parents arranged to have a birthday party after Wednesday night church service, youth group. And so everybody came because they were forced to. I wasn't a real popular guy in my youth group growing up. I mean, I had Joe, he was my friend, and there was a couple of other people from the youth group that were always faithful about coming to my birthday parties. But other than that, if I threw a birthday party for the youth group, you could rest assured that none of them would show up. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that. That's just reality. And I didn't care. Now that I look back on it, I didn't care because the only people in the world that I cared about were there, my family and my friends. And the rest of the youth group, I didn't, like I said, I wasn't the popular youth kid. But yeah, there was one Wednesday night after youth service where my parents arranged to have a cake, and all the youth kids were there, and they, "Oh, happy birthday, thanks for the cake." And that was it. But yeah, I remember I think I got some wrestling DVDs one year for my birthday, and probably a VHS tape or so, or something, I think, one time. I don't know. But pretty epic birthdays. Birthdays are always fun. They're, I think, a little bit more fun when you're a kid because people tend to care more. Now that I'm an adult, every year is just, especially if it's in the middle of the week, I just go to work on my birthday and it's not really a big deal. We wait till the weekend to celebrate. So today, my boss actually took me out to lunch, which was nice, and it was very good. So what I want to know, what are some of your epic birthday memories? Leave them in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. So if you are new here, please like the video. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I promise I've got a lot of really fun stuff happening. And I will see you next time.